and again. A pattern is something that happens again and again. Do you get the idea? I'm wearing a pattern today. My shirt is black and white, black and white. The stripes repeat. Do you notice another pattern I'm wearing? If you noticed my bow, you're right. The white circles repeat in a polka dot pattern. Oftentimes, we not only see patterns in art, but we see patterns in nature. Things in nature happen again and again, like the seasons or the design on a butterfly. We're going to be looking at how patterns happen on fish. Let's take a look at an example. This is an angelfish. What do you notice is her pattern? What is repeating on her again and again? If you said it's the yellow and white stripes, you're right. Let's look at another fish example. This is a clownfish. What do you notice is repeating on the clownfish? What's the pattern? I see those orange and white stripes are repeating with little black lines in between. Animals often have a pattern to help them camouflage or hide in with their surroundings so that predators or things that might eat them can't find them. We use patterns as artists to make things look interesting and beautiful and fun. So let's get ready to make some patterns together. You'll need a piece of paper and a pencil, and if you want to make your patterns in color, you'll need either markers or crayons so that you can color things in. So go grab your supplies and meet me back here. To draw our fish, we're going to start with an oval in the center of our paper. We're going to leave room on all the sides so we can do fins. For the tail, I'm going to slant up and slant down and connect it with a line. To do the bottom fin, I'm doing 2 slanted lines and then connecting it with a fancier line. I'm even putting dots on the bottom of this. For the top fin, I slant up and choose a line to connect it. This time I did bumps. For the mouth, I think I want it to look like it's got fish lips. So I did a little curve and I'm using a circle for the eyes. Then I'm doing a half circle just on the edge of the fish to make it look like he's turned. Now the pattern. I started with big long curved lines and a zigzag in between. Zigzags are my favorite. To make it fancier, I'm adding a circle to decorate. Remember, with a pattern, whatever you do, you repeat it again and again. So when I do a stripe, I don't just do one, I do it over and over. So I've added stripes to both the top and the bottom fins and the tail. But on the tail, I also did hearts and little lines for a pattern. Here are some bubbles and a few waves, and maybe this fish needs a little friend. So I'm repeating those steps: an oval body, a slanted tail, and then 2 fins on the top and bottom. And look, another pattern. This time I used stripes going across. Here's another fish example I made. I'm going to color this one in. When I color, I start by using some markers to outline everything. That means I go over all the pencil lines with markers. This will help when I color in because it makes kind of a fence around everything. Now I'm using different colors to add the pattern. Remember, when you add a pattern, you want to repeat. So you can't do something just once. It has to happen again and again. I used the blue to add some dots and some lines. Time to fill in with crayons now. So when I color with my crayons, I'm trying to keep it nice and neat. I'm staying in my lines as best I can, and I'm keeping the strokes, or the way I'm coloring, all lined up. I'm choosing colors that will look nice against the blue. I know there's water behind this fish and it's blue, so I don't want to use a lot of blue on my fish. I really want to use bright colors that will stand out against that blue. Here I go filling in some pink, and again, I'm taking my time. But remember, if you make a mistake or get outside of the lines, it's okay. Just keep going with it. Figure it out. Artists make mistakes into masterpieces. Time for the water. The water takes a lot of time, but if I stick with it and I go slow, I can really make it look nice. I'm trying to fill in all my white spaces. I'm not scribbling and going all around and leaving empty areas. I'm trying to line up my strokes and color the whole space. All right, your turn.